Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are solving a web application forensics challenge on TryHackMe where an attacker has compromised a website and left behind a malicious web shell. If you scroll down in this Infinity Shell room, yes, it's saying Cypher's Legion of Bots has exploited a known vulnerability in our web application, leaving behind a dangerous web shell implant. Investigate the breach and trace the attacker's footsteps. So, our mission is to identify the web shell, analyze the attacker's activity, so that we can reconstruct what had happened using log evidence or log data, just like a real incident response investigation. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So now let's get started. So how to do? Of course, I've already launched this target machine, and on the right, I'm using attacker box provided by TryHackMe. Usually, what need to do first is to identify the web application. So how to do? Because now we have already been in the target machine, so we can directly go to the normal directory of web application, which is located at var directory. Let's go inside this directory and www and list out directory content of this one, and then we can go to HTML and list out again. So here beside this normal or default page, we also can find this CMS site master. It looks like the web application is based on CMS or content management system. Let me use the Google to make some research. Some site. So what's this? A simple content management system and site. So the exploit, post, SQL injection. As you know, usually what an attacker will do, or how an attacker will do. First of all, he will try to find the vulnerability of web application. Next step is to upload web shell, right? And then the third step is to execute the command. For example, everything like even can set up another the tunnel or encrypted tunnel, whatever. So our job is to find such web shell, and next we can find which kind of command has been executed by attacker. Okay, so now we can go inside this CMS site master directory. Usually we upload web shell to some directory like like images, like upload directory. So for us, we need to check each files under this directory. So readme, admin, how about admin? And categories, nothing unusual. CSS, usually. Attacker will not put web shell to CSS directory. So how about image? Let's check out. Comment. comment GPG. Comment GPG, post image. So maybe we can check its file type. This is JPEG image data. So how about the post image? We can just check its type. This is also JPEG image data. All right, let's go back or go up layer. So includes. So how about includes directory? Nothing unusual in here. And let's go to like user. So category, and there is another image and includes directory. Interesting. Let's go inside image directory first. Even we find under the images directory, we find this PHP file, and we can get out this PHP file. And this is we can call it one-liner web shell. And although here use the base decode function of PHP, but basically, and when attacker or after an attacker uploads this web shell to the target machine, and then can access this file. And of course, attacker needed to get its location or path or relative path of this file. And in the meantime, attacker will pass the key value pair or will give the parameter query some sort of command like query ID. You got my idea, right? So now we have already located the web shell. What are we going to do next? We need to know, or we need to investigate how many or which kind of command has been executed by attacker through this web shell. And such data can be found in the log file, okay? And so now let's go to the log directory. And so Ubuntu, or maybe more. Oh, there is Apache. Of course, we can look or we can navigate into Apache directory. And there's some log file. And what we are looking for should be access log file. And this one, because the size is 0, so we can focus on the last file. And let's get out this file, other one. But there are a lot of entries in this log file. But just as I said, the only thing or the most interesting thing we are looking for should be, some kinds of command execution through the uploaded web shell. So I think we can use grep and an image, and this is also we can put the question mark, right? And the query, hit enter. Oh, not this one, grep, maybe image, should be image, right? image. I need to var HTML and image. Oh, CMS site image. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the S in the end. So this is the reason why we didn't get anything back. So let me and grab, should it be images? Hit enter. So this time we can narrow down the output, right? Just a few lines, and we can find something. And maybe I'd like to make the font to be smaller. So there is some commands which have been passed to this web shell. Although the command is encoded, but it's fine. We can copy and we can decode it. Base64. Okay, who am I? Okay, and next we can try to, this is not important, maybe this one should catch our attention. We can copy Base64, and we successfully grab the flag, right? So how about this one? What's this? We can copy Base64. Oh, just get out password file. Okay. So anyway, we have already solved the challenge of this room. So up to now, I just use this video to showcase how real-world web instant response works. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Have a good day, please.